Hello.
Hello, Jen.
Here we are back again on N. What's the
I'm
next letter?
testing you now.
NHI.
Natural,
Nat
natural.
no, that's the second one, natural.
Oh,
We're in the moment. Hang on, I've got it
I
written here.
can't remember now.
Unrehearsed. As you can tell, unrehearsed, natural in the moment. So UNI, uni cycle.
Oh, okay.
Unrehearsed, natural in the moment.
We've just
Uh,
proved the point, haven't we?
what?
We've just proved the
Just
point.
did
We're
it.
certainly not rehearsed.
So how are we getting on then? We've just put out our first 4.
Yeah, it just made me realise how much things that we could actually talk about.
Yeah, we could go on forever and ever, couldn't we?
Yeah, and
I was surprised each one we come up with, we can expand on it.
yeah, and I've learnt some new things about you, especially about Angelo and your cat.
Yeah, that's right. We'll keep learning, won't we, about each other?
Yeah,
And there's so much to come out on all those things because we can
yeah,
expand on our learning, for instance, from each of these things. And and this is just what we've just touched on what's really close in our lives today.
yeah,
There's other things that could just happen in the moment or on the way to the studio, and all these little stories can come out. So
yeah.
this is fun and exciting.
So what do you feel that what have you learnt then? Anything that you're kind of learnt from what we've talked about, or a tip that you want to share with the audience?
I think I'd have to think about it or listen to them or watch or something because right now I'm in the moment and they've gone. I'm feeling quite buoyant. I feel that they we flowed through really well with them. Must be thanks to your intention that you put in at the
But
beginning.
we did do a meditation,
Did.
didn't we? And
Well, you did an intention, which was
yeah,
great. You asked
just
for it
want
to
to go
flow
for
through
that.
quickly. And I did a meditation and I just came up with this, just be unrehearsed, natural in the moment. So
Yeah,
I think having that as a precursor that was given to us from God, Allah, consciousness, the universe, or a bigger part of ourselves, or pagan gods, or whatever we want to say. This was given to us from love, and just being able to follow that has been really helpful. And maybe I'll take that away to try to always be there because we can step aside and let that bigger, more intelligent, more loving, more knowledgeable, more skilled flow through us. I mean, I know we know that, but maybe I can consciously do that more often.
Mm.
So maybe
Yeah,
that's what I've learned. Hmm.
I agree with that as well, because this could have been really stressful,
Hmm.
and we could have been really self-critical
Yeah.
in our heads.
Yes. And what would make it stressful and critical is worrying about how it's coming across and what people would think.
Yeah, or focusing on ourselves.
Yeah.
How am I coming across, all the rest of it? But I haven't done any of that,
No,
and
no.
that it feels so much easier.
Yes.
Not that It's not that I don't care. That's a different feeling.
Mhm.
It's not that I don't care. It's just that I feel relaxed.
Exactly. And at the back of my head, there isn't anything on this. It's not like we're doing it for an employer or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
So if we don't like it, we don't put it out. So we're just
yeah.
trying it out to see if is this going to be useful for people. And maybe we could just put a few out and see some
Mm,
comments, see if we get likes, or if people
yeah.
don't like it, then then
Yeah.
who cares? We'll still put them out.
You stuck with us, basically. That's what you're saying. So that'd be good, wouldn't it, if anybody watches our videos to let us know in the comments,
Yes.
follow us, and
Let,
do all the normal things that you're supposed to do, that
yeah,
the other big
if
people
there's
or
anything that can actually help them, or what they would like more on,
yeah, for us to talk about.
or just what would you like to hear us talk about in
Yeah,
a unrehearsed, natural, in the moment state.
yeah. And I'm sure we'll probably have something to talk about, won't we? Because we're not young spring chickens either, are we?
Even young spring chickens have plenty to talk about. And the name, float about.
About.
Yeah, is this good? What do people think? Should we change it? Is it
Well,
okay?
that wasn't that interesting today, because we realized when we've talked about doing this before, we both think we came up with float about, and then somehow it became float around. And when I set up the YouTube channel, I could not get float around as the name, but I could get float about.
So that's it. And do
Another
people resonate with it? Is this a good title?
Yeah.
I'd like some feedback. I may not, it's a bit like asking for advice. You don't have to take it, but it would just be interesting to know what people think.
Yeah. Yeah. And would they be interested in hearing more conversations?
Or also joining us.
Yes, because we'd like to do that as well, wouldn't we? We'd like to get
Have
people.
somebody else on the table, a bit like loose women or something. Invite
Mm,
one or two guests.
mm.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? And all virtual realities. We don't even have to go to the studio.
No.
And they could be anywhere.
Yeah, the beauty of online.
Hmm.
Me in the Midlands and you in Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. And that, like you said before, and we've known each other a number of years now. We've got many things in common,
Mm-hmm.
and yet we've never met in person.
Yep.
And yet we've got a strong connection.
Yes. And we both like working online. So you can make strong connections online. We know that.
Yeah.
And that, yeah. And it's good. There's something about connection that I know there is another connection. There's another resonance you can feel when you've got someone in the room. But there's also, and I wonder what it is, Wendie, this connection we can feel when that person isn't there. It's just an image. We can hear what they're saying. We can see their body language. Is it some kind of spiritual?
I feel it's energy. I feel that I can feel better online than I can in person.
Mm.
It's easier. I don't know why that is. I think at the end of the day, if you're with somebody in person or online, you can still pick up on vibrations. You can still feel energy, because it makes no difference, does it?
No.
If you're in person or online.
Oh, not for us anyway.
No.
No. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. We can do that.
Yeah, and I think that's a really important and positive message, that, Jem, because I get people contact me and they'll be curious about online therapy, and they'll ask me questions about it. Is it just as good,
Yes.
online as in person? So there's still, a bit of a stigma. And again, I think we've just proved to ourselves, at least, that we've known each other a long time. It's been completely an online relationship,
Yes.
hasn't it, where we've connected.
Yes.
And here we are today, and we haven't met in person. And
Yes.
you've quite clearly told me,
We're curating stuff together, aren't we?
you don't want to meet me in person either.
No, I meant I don't have any need to. But like you, I do like working online, and it's not about being antisocial. So I think there's practical reasons as well as this,
Yeah,
switch on to energies through the person easily.
yeah,
But it's also you switch off and
yeah,
you're in your home and you can get what you want. You know, it's immediate. You haven't got to go out and get into the car and drive
yeah.
home and you know, it's just so much
Very
more.
time efficient, isn't it? And like you said,
And you can
uh,
relax immediately. It
yeah,
doesn't like you haven't got to switch everything off and lock up and go out. You're in your home environment. So it is ideal. However, we also need to say that not everyone has that availability because
no, they don't. They don't have the privacy, do they? Or they don't have the
they don't
strong
have
enough Wi-Fi.
exactly. Yeah, you need all those things.
Yeah,
But if you have got strong Wi-Fi and you have got a nice, quiet, confidential space,
yeah,
um, the, the therapy that we've found is just
yeah,
as effective
yeah,
in our experience, definitely.
yeah.
Oh,
Well, it's been lovely seeing you again, Jem. Can't
yeah,
wait to do this again, see what we come up with in the moment.
yes. And I'm looking forward to hearing from people's comments. Let's get it out there and see if what people think and if they'd like more. You know,
Yeah,
also, so we've got this recording on video, but also we've got audio recordings. Where
yeah,
would an audio recording go? Is there anywhere? Everyone's video nowadays, isn't it?
yeah. I don't know.
Radios are a bit out nowadays, aren't they?
People do audios for like meditations and like
Oh,
for
yeah.
podcasts.
Yes. I mean, maybe we wonder what we could do, or I might want to do with your permission, is put little clips on the websites, maybe. Maybe we'd like to advertise that.
Well, we could do, couldn't we? And, the world's our oyster, isn't it?
Absolutely, for everyone, for everything.
Yeah, and that's what it's about, isn't it? It's not about us.
Yes.
It's about having these conversations that maybe have helped somebody else.
Yeah. I love listening to conversations and podcasts and people's views online, and you
Yeah,
can tune into whoever you want to talk to,
yeah,
listen to, you know, and then you can bypass people that you do not resonate with, because you
yeah,
know
of
there's
course.
something that, yeah. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
great. So, shall we? Shall
Say
I
bye.
end the recording here?
Yeah,
And then maybe you can fix up when we're going to meet again. Thanks, Wendy.
bye.